Hey, sports fans, it's the middle of March, and you know what time of year that is? It's March Madness. Before we get started, Crystal, let's talk about our Facebook winners from last week.
Let's talk about it. Michael Joseph is getting a snowmobile tour from Lake Tahoe Adventures, and Holly Johnson is getting $25 from Sushi Pier just by logging on to our website, laketahoetelevision.net. Under the contest tab, you can pick against us. This week we want to know which team is a higher seed is going to lose to a lower seed. So we want to know which team will be upset from the tournament first.
All right. We have to give a shout out to a local athlete that was not upset this past week. Coach?
Absolutely right. Mackenzie Rudner from Truckee High School recently took a second place with Silver State Volleyball 18s and under volleyball team in the Colorado Crossroads tournament in a national qualifier in the American division. This is one of the largest national qualifiers in the country. Congratulations. Well done, Mackenzie.
Congratulations,
Congratulations as well.
All right. Now, let's move into the tournament. First off, I'm a big West Coast guy, but this year I think they're playing pretty good. I got 4 Pac-12 teams moving on to the Sweet 16 and 1 Mountain West team. So to get started on that, let's go with the South region first. I'm going with 3 of the top seeds. The one that I think is not going to make it is going to be Kansas, who I believe will lose to Stanford because of all the injuries. And for upsets, watch for Stephen F. Austin. They might make the Sweet 16.
Well, I don't have any surprises in the South. I like Florida, the #1 overall seed, to advance to the Sweet 16. I also like UCLA, Syracuse, and Kansas.
I didn't have a big stretch here. I picked 1, 2, 3, and I didn't pick UCLA to advance. I picked number 12, Austin, SF Austin.
Yeah, that's not a bad choice. West region, I'm going to go with 3 of the top seeds, but I actually have Oregon coming out into the Sweet 16, beating Wisconsin. And right there for the upset, look for Nebraska to win in the first round, topping Baylor.
All right, well, I do have some upsets in the West. I like Arizona, I like San Diego State. But when you look at the bottom half of the bracket, I think Baylor, they've been playing really well, and Oregon to come out of the bottom half of the bracket, 6 and 7.
Crystal, I'm with you on this one. Arizona and San Diego State, great defense. They should advance. They should be there. At the bottom, I've got Creighton, advancing, but I'm taking number 7 Oregon. I think they'll advance. So I think Baylor is going to be a force, but I just didn't pick them in this bracket.
That's going to be hard for Baylor after they get upset by Nebraska. Now we move to the East region. In the East region, I think all 4 of the top-seeded teams are going to make it in. And the upset, watch this one. Harvard, at number 12, is going to beat Cincinnati, and they might even make it in.
I don't think that's an upset. I know it is based on numbers and where they're seated, but Harvard is a really good team, so look out for Harvard. I'm on that with you. I also like Virginia. They're a low-scoring team. They set the pace of the game. They are the #1 seed, so I expect them, Michigan State, now that they're healthy, Iowa State, and then UConn to come out of the East.
I'm pretty vanilla, safe bet here. Virginia, Michigan State, Iowa State, and Villanova are my 4.
All right, Midwest, I'm taking all 4 of the seeded teams. Upset, though, is going to be fun. Or Arizona State over Texas, and I think the winner of NC State Xavier is going to beat the Billikens of St. Louis.
When I looked at the Midwest part of the bracket, I was like, oh, this is so hard to pick. But then I filled it out, and I have all 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, Wichita State, Louisville, Duke, and Michigan coming out on top.
Trifecta here. I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. All over. My heart is out for Wichita State. I mean, geez, #1 seed, and you're going to end up playing Louisville to advance to the Sweet 16. That's a tough draw. That'll do it for this week. Make sure you get on our Facebook page. See you next week.